Alright, there we go. Alright, so as I set up here, welcome to my live stream. As you can see from the title, we do have a major storm system coming in today through tomorrow. Most people should know it because it's all over the news, but I'm just doing this just to add my perspective and my thinking to my family, friends, co-workers, and etc. So without further ado, I need to set up, so just give me a moment. Okay, how would I want to do this? On. So copy the clipboard. So I got oh, okay. I gotta do things a little differently here. Let's move this and put this right in the middle right here. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna do a little. Hold on a minute while I, send the link out to some people. Tab us a little laggy. I'm doing it outside to enjoy the day before, it starts becoming. Those are the two main people that I would want to really show it off to. Alright. So, that's the main people that I would want to talk, or I know that want to talk. And my screensaver's on, so you can't really see what I'm doing, which is obviously what I want. At the moment, I do. I want to actually share this on my, my Facebook, as well as my I hate when Facebook does that. I really do, because why can't they, really annoying. Alright. Shared on my Facebook, and now there's only one more other thing I want to do before I get started. Was giving up people to, come into the stream. No, hold on. I gotta show that off. I really have to show that off there. Okay, so now what I gotta do is that I got to share my stream on my blog site as well too. I gotta tell you that I don't like the winter months because I have an annoying head cold. It's just making me really, really mad. Alright, so I know how to type, that would be great. Okay, so I want to throw a text box down. Now I know I could have done this, you know, this work, you know, before the stream, but I wanted to make sure that there was no excuses for people not to see my, you know, my stream, since I'm doing it on the fly. So I don't wanna, you know, do it and have no one show up. So going live to talk about the storm, post that. Okay, that's good. So I want to click on that, and as well I want to get rid of that because that's just a duplicate. So that's good. So I want to actually get rid of this because I don't think I need that no more. So I want to actually start with, oh, I also need my little Word document. Wow, there's a lot of steps involved in getting a stream ready, up and running. So hold on a second. Oh yeah. I don't know if you have heard the story. I was trying to do a blog post the other day, right? And for some random reason, my PC decided just to freeze out of nowhere, and I almost lost my PowerPoint presentation where I do my you know, day and night graphics on my blog site, and that made me very angry. Made me very angry because, you know, it was so unusual because my laptop never freezes like that. Okay, so welcome to my live stream. It's going to be being made possible by all these websites today: weather.cod, Tropical Tidbits, and Pivotal. I think today I might be focusing more on Pivotal weather because I'm going to need to do some comparison forecasts, looking at all the models now. So hold on a minute. Yes, I'm live. That's good. So I want to turn down my phone volume. I would like to, you know, go to my YouTube app on my phone so I can read chat, which I don't think I've seen chat and chat messages right now. So let's go to my channel on my phone. And I should be live, right? Yes, I am live. Good. Okay. So you should be seeing my stream. Yep, that's good. You know, I should really do this for just the, you know, so I'm not, I don't want that. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm showing my screen off when I don't want that. You didn't see anything anyway because you basically saw, you know, my jazzy beats and stuff, but I definitely don't want to show off something I don't want to show off here. Where's that music? Really? It's not here? Oh, there it is. Oh, come on, YouTube. You can't tell me. You can't. YouTube did not know that I wanted to use that, you know. Okay, so now that the music is playing in the background now I need to go back to my splash screen. So this weather stream is going to be possible with weather.cod, mostly weather.cod and Pivotal. This is the disclaimer saying that since this is YouTube, it's supposed to be for informational and fun purposes only. It doesn't supposed to be, you know, for official information. I know that YouTube can have official information for breaking news and stuff like that, but I'm no means any official in the weather, so I forget how many subscribers I had, but it really slowed down due to there was like a burst for a month that I gained like almost like, I don't know, almost 400 subscribers. Now it has recently slowed down. No, without further ado, with that done there, disclaimer and my sighting now I can finally start the discussion. If my voice starts to, get a little muffled here and there, it's because, like I said, I have a little head cold, so. Alright, before I even start here, let's look at the lower level water vapor. The reason why I want to show this off, because I want to show where all the rain is coming from. As it actually is kind of raining on me right now. That's great. So what you're seeing right here, you're seeing all the moisture coming off the trough. Oh Jesus, it's starting to rain on me as I'm trying to do it outside. I might have to just move indoors now, huh? Unfortunately, I didn't want to do that, but it looks like I may have to. I don't want to get my tablet and my equipment all wet. Without further ado, I will just move my stream around. Hold on. A little bit of light rain, probably because it's so humid out right now. I'm not gonna lie. Okie dokie. Actually, I think I should do it on the edge here. This is the damn spot right here. Underneath this little like overhang here. Alright. I'm trying not to have my tablet get completely wet here. Alright, so I'm moving the water vapor imagery now, so I'm just going to the current conditions right now. I'm trying to wipe off my tablet screen. So see the red lines you're seeing, that's the 500 millibar trough right there. So this trough up here is pushing all that warm, moist air on the eastern side of the trough, and all the yellows are dry air. So as you can see, that's the moisture conveyor belt that's going way up into the Canada right now. So that's why we're gonna get drenched in rain, because it's gonna be, way more humid in December than normal. I thought I read that the air is so humid now in December. It's just, I think it's because the air is so cold now. It can't hold as much water, so if the air is cold and can't hold as much water, it has to come down in the form of rain, because if I do my meteorology concepts, the warmer the air is, the more moisture you need for the air to be able to condense and precipitate water. That's why during the summertime it can be super humid out, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to rain, because the air can hold more water when it's hot. When the air is colder, it can't hold as much water. So in this type of air right here, it's really only like 55 to 60 degrees, but the air above, let's say a mile or two up above could be below freezing, and that could mean all this water vapor that's being pushed up from the low pressure system is going into really cold air, and the air can't handle all that water because it's so cold, so it has to go back down as rain because it gets so heavy and it gets condensed, so it has to come down. So enough of the meteorology stuff. I just need to make sure that, you know, my meteorology concepts do not go rusty on me, because I do not want that. Welcome to my blog. I hope everyone has it bookmarked, and you know, while I'm live on my stream here, this is a very important button. If you want to support me in my content, please set up an RSS feed reader on your phone. Look up on the internet on any of your devices. I'm not an Apple user, but I am an Android user, and there's an app on the Google Play Store that is made by No Nonsense app. It's called, I think it's called Feeder. It's like a green icon. If you download that one on Android, it doesn't require a login as far as I know, and if you put this button, this URL on the reader, it will send you notifications when I post stuff. And this is only if you're passionate about, you know, following me, but if you don't really care, or you just rather, you know, just tune into my page every other day or something like that, I don't post every single day. If you want to help me push the word out, or if you don't want to miss any content, add that RSS feed URL to a reader and you should be getting notifications. So there's my going live post right there. Let's talk about this major problem here. Yesterday around, let's say 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I was seeing that you know, one of the models were trying to say that we were getting up to 6 or 7 inches of rainfall, as you can see right here, but that seems to me that it has shifted farther east now toward the Plymouth area, and it seems like the totals have dropped down to more toward like 4 to 5 instead of like 7 or 6, so this seems like it overdue it a little bit. But even if this were to happen, this would be worst case scenario, and that would be a problem. Even the National Weather Service said that sometime this morning that 4 to 6 inches were along that banding there, but that could change this afternoon. I'm thinking that 2 to 4 inches of widespread rain are possible across the region. And if you're in a banding of heavy rain, which will set up somewhere between eastern and southeastern Mass, you could get up more towards 5 or 6 inches depending on where that band is setting up. So either or, it's going to be very windy along southeast Mass in the islands, up to 60 miles per hour, plus the heavy rain that's going to be banding. So good morning, Lisa. So this is going to be a multi-impact storm depending on where you are. Even places up in Maine and like Mount Washington, for example, are going to get buried in snow. So either or, this storm is not going to be pretty. I said the worst case scenario is 5 to 7. I think it's kind of backing off right now, so I don't think it's going to be that high. So knowing that's kind of the worst case scenarios, let's try to look at some of the model data from this morning right here. So let's start off with the 12Z HER, and I had this set up earlier at 18Z tomorrow. I think at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I think the storm is long gone. Let me just reload this page just to make sure any, you know, all my data is current. So let's reload this. The stream may be a tad bit laggy or stuttery here and there because it's a little bit rainy out here, and I'm not like too close to the router, so it could be buffering here and there. I think it could be, but hopefully it's stable enough. Well, according to the Euro 7 p.m. yesterday, it's saying that there's going to be a widespread 2 to 3 inches of rain here, but some of the models aren't high def enough, so it doesn't pick up the fine details. So 2 to 4 inches of rain widespread in Massachusetts, I'm going to say, to be conservative. But if you're in the heavier banding that may set up between Worcester County to like Plymouth area, depending on where it is, I don't know if you see that dot on my screen, between that like 3.1 there, and between where that red and that purple is in the Plymouth area is where that banding might set up and could lead to like 5 or even 6 inches of rain, depending on where that sets up. Let's look at this model. This is from 7 p.m. This is a Canadian. The Canadian sees patchy 4 inches of rain there, as you can see, in the Hartford area. The GFS, as of, I think this is 1 a.m. in the morning, saying, see, look, 3 to 4 inches in that little banding area right there. The HER this morning, this is 7 a.m. in the morning. The HER is still saying that we might get 6 or even 7 inches of rain, but it has shifted to Plymouth instead of over Worcester County, so it has shifted a little bit to the east, as you can see here. I can show that off in a moment, but it has shifted a little bit towards the Plymouth area and towards Rhode Island. It was more centered towards like Hartford all the way up to Lowell. It has changed a little bit within the last 12 hours on that model as well. 12Z, which is 7 o'clock this morning, as you can see, it's somewhere around 3 inches around the area. There's some banding right around Plymouth area again, up to like towards 4 inches. It all depends on where the band sets up. These are called model guidance for a reason, so it's not always going to be accurate, so you kind of have to, play it by ear at this point right now. This is also 7 a.m. This is a, I think this is a high definition GFS model. And it's saying 12Z here is there's going to be a banding of 4 to 5 inches where I thought there was going to be the heaviest rain somewhere around here. So as you can see, one model has it shifting to the east, but one model here has it being where I think it's going to be. So at this point, these two models are kind of slashing against me here, so I would say anywhere between 4 to 6 inches from, I say, Worcester Hills all the way down to Plymouth. I would, if I did a graphic, I would say question mark 4 to 6 inches between, like, the Worcester Airport all the way down to Plymouth or Taunton. I would put a huge circle there saying 4 to 6 inches depending on the banding there. And this is bad because this rain is going to come down all at once. I'm going to say maybe after 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, because the low pressure system is going to strengthen really fast, and the ground is still hard. So that's going to cause some flooding concerns, as the ground can't handle all that water at once. Looking at the other model right here, it's kind of a little dull, saying only 2 to 3 inches here. So it all depends on what happens now. See, this model right here, the NAM, is saying 2 to 3 inches, and this model says 2 to 3 inches. This model was higher 12 hours ago, I think, towards like the 0Z yesterday. So this model is saying that it's going to be less than it was, so who knows. One model says less, one model stays consistent, one model says the banding shifts to the east while it stays consistent in one. So as a meteorologist right now, I have to just take all the models as a whole picture and say, what do I think? And me, to be completely honest, what I think is that everyone should get at least 2 inches of rain. And depending on where the banding sets up, you could get up to 6 inches of rain. So if I'm conservative, I say 2 to 4 inches flat for everyone. And depending on where the band sets up, I would say 4 to 6. That's basically the only way I can play it out right now. And I'm going to look at winds in a moment, but I think rain is more important. And see, this is from this morning too. This is a high resolution Canadian model saying about let's say 3 inches across the board was isolated high amounts in Connecticut. This is the UK model. They're saying like between 3.5 to even 5 inches. So I think that's enough for rainfall. I think what we really want to do now is check on the wind speeds. So in order for me to do that, I got to get out of this page. So I have to go to single image here so I can change the parameter. Let's go to wind speed. And then I want to do a loop. Alright, so let's take a look at the wind speed. And then I think this is going to be good enough for a stream. I have reinforced myself a lot. And I'm pretty much sure I dig down to the point where I think the rainfalls are going to be. See, since I'm so far away from the radar, it's taken forever since I'm streaming to load some of these images here. So I have to give it a moment. Give me a moment while it loads. Alright, it looks like it's loading. Let's take a look at the wind speed. It's going to be pretty calm winds for most of the remainder of today. Winds don't seem to pick up until sometime around 8 o'clock tonight, as winds start to get to about 15 to 20 knots. And it seems like the most heaviest wind in this color right here, looks like between 50 to 20 knots, is going to be centered right around, that looks like Millbrae, Franklin type of area right there. The winds are going to be centered very windy across this area here. That's because that's where the low pressure system will be pretty much going right across that boundary right there. So all the wind is going to be in this sector right here. Basically, I would say eastern, southeastern Mass. So it seems like for here it's up to like about 25 to 30 knots, as you can see here. But this is only at like about 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on, where's my cursor? There's the arrow. So it looks like winds are gonna get up to like 35 to 40 knots of wind along the southeastern Mass in the east. So it looks like wind ain't really a concern. It's gonna be more towards the rainfall aspect than it is wind. So I don't really think I need to really talk too much about wind. If I have to say wind or a forecast for the wind, I would say 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained wind inland, with gusts up to 30 or 40 miles per hour at times. Eastern, southeastern Mass, I'm going to say probably maybe more towards 10 to 30 sustained. Gusts up to probably 50-ish miles per hour, maybe towards 60 in isolated areas. So that is pretty much your forecast for this period here. And I see my counter bouncing between 1 and 3 viewers here, but I only have one person that said hello. One of the viewers is obviously me watching my own stream for chat. So I'm pretty much done with this forecast period here, because I don't really want to talk about the forecast period anymore, because, you know, at this point right now, what happens is what happens. I really can't forecast too much anymore, to be honest. The day is already here. It's what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. And I think I did a very good detailed forecast for the rain and the wind. And the only thing else I can really say here is once this storm moves out, yeah, I think rain is more of a factor than it is wind for, you know, us, because I know all my viewers basically live pretty much in Worcester County, I would believe. So as far as I know, a lot of people live in Worcester County. Some people like live in Lowell or stuff like that. So pretty much everyone lives close by me. So up in Worcester County, it's just going to be a rain. It's going to be a rainmaker. The wind ain't going to be too much of a concern. The only thing I'm going to be worried about is like flooding, really. You know, basement flooding, because the water is going to have to go somewhere in that ground. So it's going to find the smallest crack in your house, and then it's going to start pulling into people's basements and stuff, and that's going to be a problem. Because where's the water going to go? It's going to just sit on the hard ground, and it's going to find its way through the ground. And if the ground is all frozen, it's going to try to find its way into people's houses, and so that's a problem too, because it can run off into places where it shouldn't be. And the wind, it might knock down some dead branches and stuff, but I don't think there should be trees falling down. I think it should be dead branches and stuff falling down in the wind. I would be more concerned for uprooting trees down in southeastern Mass through the wind whipping trees around. But I only think there's going to be minor wind damage, and the flooding is going to be more of a problem. But once the storm moves through, the rest of the work week is just going to be probably pretty much fair sunshine. Sunshine pretty much in control Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be probably mostly cloudy due to a small frontal system coming in that might give some rain showers. But other than that, I think the rest of the week is going to be just sunshine. So after this dangerous storm, we have a whole entire 5 days, Monday through Friday, pretty much decent weather for people to pick up after the storm. So I don't see anything significant coming up after that. So thank you for joining the stream. This has been a great opportunity to show off my meteorology skills in the storm here. I never had the chance to, forecast a significant storm like this, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job of it. I think today's Sunday, right? So I did a live stream Sunday night around 10 o'clock a week ago, talking about this storm briefly. And so I've been talking about this storm for 7 straight days. Peace out. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for being one of my top weather fans. I appreciate it. And the only thing I have to say is be safe out there. If you have to travel out there on Sunday morning, and maybe down trees and flooded roads, so you got to be careful traveling Monday morning. I don't think it's going to be a big deal tonight. It's going to be overnight when the issues start persisting. So the last thing I wanted to basically do is just end the stream by showing my my sources again. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Hopefully no one loses power. Hopefully they don't have too much flood and damage. Take care of yourself. And peace out. Meteorologist Randy. Yes, I am a meteorologist, and I want people to know my name now. If I'm ever gonna get popularity at this point, I can't be hiding my name. I mean, the name is just a name. What can they do with it? Stay safe. Peace out, and I catch you in another one.